The light is dim, but it's still enough to sketch my shadow in the dust. A single chair in a quiet room. I sit alone, but I'm not consumed. My pulse is faint, but steady still. A quiet proof, a quiet will. I fold the day into weary hands. Somehow I did the best I can. I'm not shining, not even close, but being here already shows. I held my ground through all the way. Even slow hearts can navigate. And though I feel undone, I stayed until the sun fell down behind the atmospheres. I'm barely, but I'm still here. I'm barely breathing, barely strong, but somehow I'm still holding on. A fragile flame that didn't disappear. I'm barely, but I'm still here. The room is quiet, and so am I. But even slow survivors try. No perfect strength, just honest fear. I'm barely, but I'm still here. The night is soft against my spine, a faded hum of passing time. My heartbeat whispers low and thin, but whispers count as life within. The chair beneath me holds my shape, a silhouette that won't escape. I made it through another round, small victories that still resound. My voice is cracked, but that's okay. I spoke enough to stay today. But every step has to be clear. I walked and now I'm simply here. Still moving slow, but moving still. Surviving takes this kind of skill. And though I feel like I stayed until the sun fell down behind the atmosphere. I'm barely, but I'm still here. I'm barely breathing, barely strong, but even fragile hearts belong. A worn out soul, a quiet tear. I'm barely, but I'm still here. So if the world feels loud and huge, your quiet courage still gets through. You don't need loudness to persevere. A whisper counts when you are here. I'm barely breathing, barely seen, but healing works in subtle streams. Tonight I claim the fading year. I'm barely, but I'm still here. And though I feel undone, I stayed until the sun fell down behind the atmosphere. I'm barely, but I'm still here. I'm barely breathing, barely strong, but even fragile hearts belong. A worn out soul, a quiet tear. I'm barely, but I'm still here. entangled with the moving sky. You've been running on a promise you can't define, chasing something far beyond the lines. The bench is waiting in the quiet mid, like you knew you'd come when your thoughts unhid. You don't have to finish every mile today. Some journeys bloom when you pause halfway. Let your heart beat slow its pace. Let the wind redraw your space. It's okay to stop before you break. You're not losing time, you're learning grace. Rest in the middle, you don't need to solve a riddle. Not every road demands your speed. Some days you only need to breathe. Rest in the middle, you're allowed to feel a little lost, quiet, tender, low. You'll move again when you're ready to go. Your footsteps echo in the open air, reminding you that slowing down is still a prayer. Even stillness has a rhythm of its own, a softer kind of strength that you never known. Don't measure worth by how fast you try. Even rivers take their time to meet the sky. You're not a race, you're a living tide. You ebb, you breathe, you shift inside. You ain't behind, your pace is real. Resting's a part of how wounds heal. Let your heart beat slow its pace. Let the wind redraw your space. It's okay to stop before you break. You're not losing time, you're learning grace. Rest in the middle, you don't need to prove you're little. They're less than strong on the days you fold. Your softer moments still shine gold. Rest in the middle, life hums low like a simple fiddle. You're more than your unfinished try. You're still enough when you close your eyes. Rest in the middle, with your quiet heart so brittle. But even glass can't catch the light, and you're still glowing in the night. Warm pad fade, deep R&B chords, gentle vinyl noise, soft reverb. Rest in the middle. You've been hiding all the shaking in your palms, thinking trembling means you're somehow not as strong. But every heartbeat shakes a little when it's real. It's just your courage showing up inside the field. The night gets heavy when your thoughts collide, but you don't have to hold it all or push it down inside. Just breathe a moment, let your shoulders fall. You don't need to stand alone through every wall. If the world feels too loud, I'll turn it down, stay here for a while. If the fear gets too proud, I'll hold your hand steady till you find your smile. If your hands tremble, I'll be right here, keeping the rhythm you can lean into. If you're voiceless, I'll listen closely, cause every part of you is true. If your steps fall softness in the things. Try to fight a quiet bravery inside the way you face the night. Even shadows shrink when someone softly stays. You deserve a haven in your shaking days. You're not broken, you're just feeling every part. You're not fragile, you're just carrying your heart. Let it tremble, let it breathe, let it be. Your fear is not the end of your story. Yeah, say if you need, that's the way we grow. Nobody's strength is steady from the get-go. I've been there too, on the edge of control. Hands so cold, you can hear the tremble in the soul. But listen, movement means you're fighting through the doubt. Every shaky line is how the courage sketches out. I hold the moment steady so you're not alone. We'll find the rhythm even when the beat is overthrown. Hey, hey. If the world feels too loud, I'll turn it down, stay here for a while. If the fear gets too proud, I'll hold your hand steady till you find your smile. Yeah, yeah, If your hands tremble, I'll be right here. Keeping the rhythm, you can lean in. If your voice wavers, I'll hold the choir. So there's nothing pressuring you if your steps falter. I'll walk beside you slowly till your breath comes back again. If your hands tremble, you don't need to hide a single broken hand. There's a folded note inside my coat, written on a morning I almost broke. A tiny line that whispered, you rise again, like sunlight hiding in the ink of a pen. Some days I feel too quiet to speak, moving through the hours on half-made feet. But that little message in fading gold reminds me strength doesn't need to look bold. Just a word or two, but it pulls me through. Even shadows fade when a spark is true. Pocket-sized courage, just enough to breathe. Fits right in my hand when I can barely believe. The fight of wailing when I can barely be me. Pocket-sized courage, small but it never lies. Whispers back to my chest, you're allowed to try. I keep it close on the colder nights, like soft yellow tones, warm and shattered lights. It tells me healing doesn't rush or shout. It grows in corners when the room burns out. Even on days I don't feel strong, it stays in my pocket, humming along, carrying me through the quiet storm, teaching that courage can be small and warm. Two lines on repeat, but they lift my feet. Not loud, not grand, just enough to stand. Just a word or two, but it pulls me through. Even shadows fade the spark is true. Pocket-sized courage, courage, courage. Tiny but it stays, lights my empty hours in the softest ways. Lights my empty hours in the softest ways. Pocket-sized courage, courage, courage. Resting in my palm when the world feels heavy. It tells my heartbeat, come, come. Pocket-sized courage, quiet but it's real. Every gentle letter reminds me how to heal.
You're walking slowly on a fading line. Sunset stretching shadows like it wants to buy you time. People rushing by with stories in their eyes, but you don't fit their timing, and that's more than fine. Your heartbeat moves to a different drum, sometimes quieter, sometimes softer than the world you're running from. You breathe a little deeper just to stay aligned. Not behind, not wrong, just built in your own design. And you say you're tired of falling out of step, like the road is wisdom judgments you never meant to get. But hear me now, you're not out of line. Your journey moves the way it's meant to shine. Your pace is not a crime, yeah, yeah. You're allowed to take your time, yeah, yeah. Now finish line is worth your breath. If you lose yourself trying to run with the rest, your pace is not a crime. You're growing in your own design. Let the world spin fast, let the clocks misalign. You're living on a rhythm that's honestly divine, yeah. Some days you stumble on an unseen stone. Some days you feel like every step is yours alone. But slow does not mean you aren't strong. It means you're learning how to last long. The sky won't hurry when the clouds drift slow. The river never questions how its currents flow. So why should you betray the beat inside just to match a world that never sees the tide? Yeah, let them race, let them chase what they think they need. You're not falling back, you're planting your seed. Time ain't a weapon, it ain't something you owe. You're not late to life just because you move slow. Every bruise on your timeline, every pause you take is another sign you refuse to break. You're pacing with purpose, you're pacing with pride. You're not meant to sprint when you're built to glide. So breathe, reclaim the steps you choose. Walk your path in your own soft shoes. You're not wrong for needing space and time. Your life, your beat, you climb. And you say you're tired of falling out of step, like the road is whispering judgments you never meant to get. But hear me now, you're not out of line. Your journey moves the way it's meant to shine. Your pace is not a crime, yeah, yeah. You're allowed to take your time, yeah, yeah. You're not too slow, you're not behind. You're living to the rhythm that your soul designed. Yeah, your pace is not a crime, yeah, yeah. Steps are beautifully aligned, yeah, yeah. The world may rush, but you don't need to climb. You're enough, exactly in your time. So walk your way under the quiet sky. Let every slow breath clarify. Your pace is not a crime, it's the proof that you're alive, yeah. Yeah, you're alive, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your pace is not a crime, yeah, yeah. You're allowed to take your time, yeah, yeah. You're not too slow, you're not behind. You're living to the rhythm that your soul designed. Your pace is not a crime, yeah, yeah. The steps are beautifully aligned, yeah, yeah. The world may rush, but you don't need to climb. You're enough, exactly in your time. So walk your way under the quiet sky. Let every slow breath clarify. Your pace is not a crime, it's the proof that you're alive, yeah. Yeah, you're alive, yeah.
woke up slow, but that's alright. The morning held you like a soft delight. Your feet found ground like a hesitant spark, but even tiny flames can warm the dark. You took one step, then you took one more. Nothing loud, nothing you had to roar, but still the world shifted a little with you. Small steps count when the heart is true. Yeah. Every quiet try you make adds a ripple to your days. You don't need to run to prove you care. Your gentle pace is still a prayer. The small steps, big heart. You're moving even when you start. With shaky hands and heavy sighs, you're stronger than the fear inside. The small steps, big heart. It's okay to fall apart. Every inch you choose to take is another miracle you make. Yeah, the road ahead might feel too long, but progress doesn't always sing a strong song. Sometimes it whispers in the quietest tone. I'm proud of you for not letting go. You breathe again, the air comes slow. Healing learns the rhythm you show. Nothing wasted in the pace you keep. Slow flowers still find ways to leap. Yeah, step small but step real, that's movement. Every doubt you carry still improvement. Fear talks loud but truth grows steady. You ain't late, just getting ready. Tiny tries stack up like bricks. That's how strength builds, bit by bit. You don't have to match the world's fast start. Your steps are quiet but they hit the heart. Every quiet try you make adds a ripple to your days. You don't need to run to prove you care. Your gentle pace is still a prayer. Your small steps, big heart. You're mending even broken parts. You don't need lightning to belong. Your softer courage still is strong. Your small steps, big heart. You've been brave right from the start. Even when you move so slow, you're further than you used to know. Small steps, big heart. Your quiet victory is its own art. Keep walking with that tender fire. Your every inch becomes desire.
The air feels lighter when the daylight bends. A brief escape from all the weight I tend to carry in my chest. I close my eyes and let the rhythm blend in. With little hopes I tucked away until they slipped into the wind. Pages floating like they've lost their place, drifting through the quiet with a slow and gentle grace. For just a moment I can breathe again. Not running from the world, just stepping out. And I don't need the answers now. I just need a softer sky somehow. A tiny pause where nothing's pulling me. A second where I finally feel free. Weightless for a minute, just enough to let my heartbeat settle in it. Let gravity forget me for a while. Let the world unwind beneath my tired smile. Weightless for a minute, even if the moment fades after a minute. I hold the quiet like a fragile sign that I'm allowed to rest and call this peace mine. Call this peace mine. Call this peace mine. Call this peace mine. It's peace. The light is flickering in silver dust, the kind that falls on days when slowing down feels like a must. I let the breeze rewrite my scattered thoughts and watch my worries soften into shapes I almost lost. And even if tomorrow pulls me fast, right now I'm learning how to make the present last. I float inside the silence like a drifting sparks, finding gentle colors in the softest dark. Yeah, I've been carrying too much on my spine, every little pressure adding weight to the line. But tonight I'm letting every worry fall loose, dropping every burden like I'm slipping out of news. I don't gotta hustle just because the world moves. I can slow my tempo, pick a different groove, breathing in the moment, I don't need to defend, letting both my shoulders finally descend. And maybe it's brief, maybe it's only a slice, but peace hits sweeter when you don't shake twice. So I float in this minute, like paper and air. No fear, no rush, just know where to take. Weightless for a minute, just enough to let my heartbeat settle in it. Let gravity forget me for a while, let the world unwind beneath my tired smile. Weightless for a minute, even if the moment fades after a minute. I hold it quiet like a fragile sign that I'm allowed to rest and call this peace mine. If the morning rushes in too soon, I still remember floating under this quiet moon. Weightless for a minute, and somehow that's enough to keep in it. That's enough to keep me in it. I've been holding on to days that felt too still, yeah. Wondering if slowing down meant losing my will, but the sky keeps teaching me a quieter truth. Emotion isn't loud, it can be soft like feathers too, yeah. So I breathe where the light falls slow, follow shadows as they come and go. Every drifting cloud reminds me here, it's okay to move without the fear. Clouds don't rush either, they just move across the sky in their own way. If I go a little slower, doesn't mean I'm lost or falling behind today. Clouds don't rush either, and the world still keeps its gentle spin. So I'll give myself permission to rise as slowly as I begin. Yeah. Baby, give me know what I don't want to try to do that. Yeah, no. So I divided out, restart, rap flow. Yeah. There's a rhythm in the spaces that I used to skip, yeah. A patience in the moments where I used to trip, yeah. Now I see the beauty in an unhurried life, yeah. Letting quiet moments soothe the noise inside. Even when I'm standing still, the earth moves on. And even when I'm tired, I'm not truly gone. Maybe progress isn't measured by speed, yeah. Maybe it's the way I notice what I need, yeah. Time hits different when you stop the race. Not every second's meant to set the pace. I've been learning how to fall back, breathe, reset, yeah. Future's still waiting, but I'm not there yet. Slow steps still count, that's the truth I found. You can rise from the quiet, not just the sound, yeah. Clouds drift steady, never out of line. I'll find my flow in the slower design. So I breathe where the light falls slow, follow shadows as they come and go. Every drifting cloud reminds me here, it's okay to move without the fear. Clouds don't rush either, they just cross the endless blue in their own way. If I walk a little slower, I'm still moving toward a softer day. Clouds don't rush either, and still the sky keeps holding them tight. If healing takes me longer, I'll still find my quiet light. Clouds don't lie, clouds don't rise. Da 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 da. on my shoulders. No plans, no weight, no voices growing colder. The room is quiet, but it's breathing slow, letting me unwind in the softest glow. I don't need to speak if silence feels right. I don't need to win or lose another fight. Just sinking gently in a peaceful space, letting all the rush fall out of place. The world can wait outside. The noise, the push, the endless tide. Tonight I get to choose the pace and stay inside this warm embrace. Expanded, you emotional, same melody, slightly full of livery. Expanded, you emotional, same melody, slightly full of delivery. Expanded, emotional, same melody, slightly full of delivery. Expanded, emotional, just dreamy bedroom embrace. These nights that don't ask too much, nights that only ask me to breathe. Nights that hold me without a clutch, letting me fall where I need to be. These are nights that don't demand a thing, just soft curtains swaying in a gentle breeze. Nights that give me room to rest and let my tired heart beat ease. There's comfort in a lamp that's barely glowing, and knowing no one's watching where I'm going. Just drifting slow inside this muted light, the kind that smooths the edges of the night. And even if I tumble in my mind, I know I've got the time to realign. No finish line, no ticking clock, just me in this room letting feelings unlock. Yeah, take a second, let the pressure fall flat. No one keeping score, no one asking where you're at. Let the ceiling catch the worries that you drop. Let the pulse in your chest slow down cause you've stopped. You don't have to hustle just because the world spins. You're not falling behind, you're just settling in. Nights like this remind you what your breathing means, resetting every thought caught behind the scenes. So loosen up the grip you keep around your fear. Nothing in this quiet room is pulling you near. Just float, let the stillness hold your tired touch. These nights don't ask, and that's more than enough. And the world can wait outside. The noise, the push, the endless tide. Tonight I get to choose the pace and stay inside this warm embrace. It's been deep, you emotional, same melody, slightly full of livery. It's been deep, you emotional, same melody, slightly full of delivery. It's been deep, you emotional, same melody, slightly full of delivery. It's been deep, emotional, say slay pads from embrace. These are nights that don't ask too much, nights that only ask me to breathe. Nights that hold me without a clutch, letting me fall where I need to be. These are nights that don't demand a thing, just soft curtains swaying in a gentle breeze. Nights that give me room to rest and let my tired heart beat ease. These are nights that don't ask too much, just a slow breath settling in my chest. Nights that quiet every clutch, telling me I've already done my best. These are nights that open softly, giving space where I don't have to try. Nights that let me rest my heartbeat while time drifts gentle by. If tomorrow comes rushing in, tonight stand still just for me. These are nights that don't ask too much, and that's the peace I need to be.
To speak, the room is warm and the daylight's sweet. Your shoulders fall like they finally know there's a quiet place for you to go. The window fogs with the breath you leave, soft little clouds in a gentle weave. You close your eyes and the world unwinds. Here you can loosen the ties that bind.
You've been holding too much weight. You've been running far too late. But here the air moves soft and free. Let it land where you need to be. This is where your breath rests. Right here on my quiet chest. Let the world fall out afraid. You're safe before you rise again. This is where your breath stays. Floating slow and peaceful waves. You can fall apart or just be still. I'll hold the room for you until you breathe again. You sit down slow in the fading light. Your heart beats soft like approaching night. The shadows dance on the wooden floor. You finally don't have to try anymore. You let the tremble inside you speak. Not strong, not loud, just something weak. But weakness here becomes a grace. You're still enough in this quiet space.
Yeah, drop the rush, drop the noise, drop the pride. Every burden on your shoulders, set it to the side. You ain't gotta stand tall, you ain't gotta pretend. This room don't judge how you break a man. Let the breath you've been fighting just settle low. Let the pulse slow down to a calmer flow. You don't have to shine, don't have to impress. Just breathe here, nothing less.
Take your time, unbind your chest. You deserve a place to rest. And if the world keeps pushing too fast, this room is where you land at last. This room is where you land at last. You've been holding too much weight. You've been running far too late. But here the air moves soft and free. Let it land where you need to be. This is where your breath rests. Where trembling hearts find gentle rest. You don't need courage just to stay. Your presence here is brave today. This is where your breath rests. Moving like slow ocean waves. I'll keep the quiet warm and near until your heavy thoughts grow clear. This is where your breath rests. You're tired, so can decompress. If the world asks more than you can give, rest here first and choose to live.
Some days survival is the only victory. And that's enough if you're breathing. You're still becoming. The light is softly on your shaking hands, reminding you of stories you didn't plan. Every scar is ink on the timeline of your skin, proof that you fought when you should have given in. You stand in silence like the world won't wait, carrying pieces of your past like extra weight. But even when the ache feels like it's never leaving, you're still right here, bruised but breathing. Ooh, ooh. And I know you think you're fading and it does again. Ooh. Like every fragile part of you is losing trust, but you're still standing even when it stings. And that alone is 1,000 wings. You're bruised but breathing, still here, still healing. Every broken night you survive is another proof you're alive. You're bruised but breathing, your heartbeat keeps repeating that you're stronger than the shadows you've been keeping. You're bruised but you're still breathing.
You don't have to hide the places that hurt. They're part of the map that shows your worth. A little torn, a little tired, but still moving slow. Even flowers shake before they grow. Your reflection trembles in the quiet light,
But trembling doesn't mean you lost the fight.
You're carrying a softness this world's been needing. Your quiet courage, gently bleeding.
You made it through storms, you managed. You're here right now, don't you dare feel the shame. And I know you think you're fading into dust, like every fragile part of you is losing trust, but you're still standing even when it stings. And that alone is 1,000 wings. You're bruised but breathing, still here, still healing. You made it through the hurt and the cold, carrying stories no one ever told. You're bruised but breathing, your strength is quietly leading. Even if the world can see what you're defeating, you're bruised but still believing. You're bruised but breathing, your heart still softly beating. You made it through another night, and that's your quiet kind of life. The room is quiet, only shadows breathe. Soft light fading like it's taking its leave. You look like someone holding nights too tight, trying so hard just to glow in a dim ass light. But darling, even stars hide behind the grave. Even dawn gets tired before it paints the day. Folding pages for the world to stay. You're allowed to just exist this way. Let your shoulders fall, let your heart beat slow. You're more than what you force yourself to show. Even if your colors slip into the haze, you are still enough on your quiet days. You don't have to shine today. Not every storm needs you to be brave. It's okay to hide in the calmest shade. It's okay to rest in the space you've made. You don't have to shine today. Your softness doesn't fade away. Even in the dark when the world feels far, you're still worthy without burning like a star. You fall into the silence like a genocide. Carrying the things you never let out loud, but try. Perfection's a ghost that keeps haunting your door, but you don't need to chase it anymore. You're allowed to crumble, allowed to be slow. Allowed to feel everything you don't let show. You're the kind of light that warms, not blinds. A steady glow, healing someone's mind. You're enough even when you turn away. Your worth don't change on your quiet days. Ooh, yeah. Let your shoulders fall, let your heart beat slow. You're more than what you force yourself to show. Even if your colors slip into the haze, you are still enough on your quiet days. You don't have to shine today. You're not a fire that must obey. Every breath you take in the softest way, that alone today. You can drift, you can fade, you can sway. And when tomorrow asks for more than great, you'll rise again in your own time and anyway. Hold on softly. Hold on softly. Hold on softly. Morning light falls on the blankets I never fixed. Creases drawing quiet maps of all the days I missed. Thoughts are slow and blurry like they're walking half asleep. I'm not trying to be perfect, I just want a place to breathe. Coffee cup is cooling down but still warm in my hand. Little moment in the silence where I try to understand. Every sigh becomes a message that the day can start real small. I don't need to climb a mountain when I barely stand at all. Yeah, hold on softly, no rush in my body. Every step heavy like the floor's trying to stop me. Life ain't a sprint, it's a quiet kind of hobby. Breathing through the noise when the world feels foggy. Bit by bit I move slow with intention. Rest is a blessing, not a failed dimension. Not every win needs a loud ascension. Some days surviving is the whole invention. And maybe that's enough today. To sit, to breathe, to find a way. No loud courage, no big display. Just being here and choosing to stay in. Hold on softly. You don't have to fight like you're breaking. Hold on softly. Even slow hearts are worth saving. Hold on softly. You're allowed to rest, allowed to shake. You're doing fine with every step you take. Hold on softly. Window fog from quiet breathing paints a gentle blur. Soft reminders on the glass that I'm still here, unsure. But even doubt has softer edges in a morning calm like this. And the world feels less demanding in the moments that I miss. I don't need a roaring promise or a sudden burst of fire. I just need a steady whisper telling me I still belong here. If today is made of shadows and the strength I have is thin, I'll hold on with what's left and that alone becomes a win. And maybe that's enough today. To sit, to breathe, to find a way. No loud courage, no big display. Just being here and choosing to stay in. Hold on softly. You don't have to shine to be worth it. Hold on softly. Every trembling hand has purpose. Hold on softly. To pause, allowed to ache. You're still enough with every move you make. Hold on softly. Softly. I couldn't name. Chasing every hour like it owed me something. But my heartbeat keeps pulling on the reins, telling me it's fine if the world keeps spinning. The city blurs like a shutter left too slow. I
It's stretching out in the places I go, and maybe that's the rhythm I need tonight. Let the edges soften, let go of the fight. If I breathe a little deeper, if I loosen all the pressure, maybe time will meet me gently on this quiet reset measure. We reset in slow motion. I'm learning how to heal in my own speed. Every faded moment still knows how to plant a growing seed. Reset in slow motion. Not everything has to burn ahead. I'll move like drifting colors, painting blues and warmth instead. I kept thinking I should rush to catch the sun, as if peace was only real when I ran everyone. But morning's softer when I let it come to me, and my shadow finds its balance naturally. There's a quiet in the tremble of my hands, a reminder that slowing down is part of the plan. Maybe healing isn't made of sparks that crash. Maybe it's the glimmer in the calmest flash. 2 steps back, but it feels okay. Oh, growth hits slow, but it's finding its way. If I breathe a little deeper, if I loosen up the pressure, maybe time will meet me gently on this quiet reset measure. Reset in slow motion. I'm learning how to heal in my own speed. Every faded moment still knows how to plant a growing seed. Reset in slow motion, letting go of running just to run. I'll move like shifting colors on a day that's just begun. Reset it. Reset in slow motion, soft and steady like the dawn. Even if I rise a little later, I'm still moving on.